What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, King Kife, back in your life with another NBA basketball breakdown and prediction videos. As always, let's get right into our breakdown of last night's games. Starting off with our first game on TNT, we have the LA Lakers beating the New York Knicks in overtime, 129-123, behind LeBron James's 28 points, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. Great win from them. They came back, to win this game in OT. Nothing, bad to say about this. It was a good game. I had the Knicks winning this, but LeBron played and AD played. I was banking on maybe one of them or two of them wouldn't play. I knew LeBron probably would, but I didn't know about AD's status. But they got a win against New York in New York. That's nothing crazy. New York doesn't really have that good of a home record anyways. But we move on. In our next game, and our last game on TNT, we have Nikola Jokic and the Denver Nuggets beating the New Orleans Pelicans 122-113 by Nikola Jokic's 26 points, 18 rebounds, 15 assists, just proving that he should be a three-time MVP. He's not going to get it, though. He's really not going to get it. The NBA will not let that happen. It's literally a thing over the NBA's dead body. Will they let him win it 3 times? It's not going to happen, though. They're not going to let him win it 3 times. In our next game, we have the Milwaukee Bucks beating the Charlotte Hornets 124-115 behind Giannis Antetokounmpo's 34 points, 18 rebounds, and 4 assists. He's in that conversation, too. He could win it, possibly. I don't see him winning it, but he's one of the front runners. In our next game, we have the LA Clippers beating the Chicago Bulls 108-103 behind Kawhi Leonard's 33 points, 5 assists, 5 steals, and 3 3-point makes. Great win from LA. Kawhi proving that he should be in that conversation. To be quite honest, he has been on quite a hot streak. He's coming back to being the Kawhi Leonard everybody knows he can be, and everybody has seen that he is. In our next game and final game, we have the Miami Heat beating the Cleveland Cavaliers 197 by Jimmy Butler's 23 points, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Great win from Miami. They needed one. They got one. And the Cavaliers need to get back on their winning ways. They're not in trouble by any means. They're still one of the top teams in their conference, but they need to get back and rolling again. Now let's move into our Wednesday's predictions for tonight's games. Starting over here, we have the Trailblazers taking on the Grizzlies. I'm going to take... this is a toss-up here. This is a real toss-up. You know what? I'm going to say Dame gets big. Dame gets big. A big game here. I'm going to say he gets it done against the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies have kind of been up and down and up and down. They just got their first win in a while at home. They're at home again, but Damian Lillard's been playing pretty good basketball, and I think that he lifts Portland up over the Grizzlies tonight. In our next game, the battle of the two young teams, I'm taking the Thunder here. They're the better overall team. Shea's been playing great. Lou Dort's been playing great. Josh Giddey, all of them boys. So I think they get a pretty dominant win over the Rockets. And then we go into my game. Hopefully we get another road win. Obviously, I don't predict my guys' games, but it'll be a good game. Timberwolves are no slouch. Anthony Edwards has been playing great basketball. D'Lo has been shooting the 3-ball very well and on a very efficient clip. I just hope we get this win. That's all I'm hoping for, and we'll see what happens tonight. In our next game, we have the Kings taking on the Spurs. It's simple. It's the Kings. They're the better team once again. The Spurs are just, a young team still trying to build and everything. And they just don't have that superstar yet. Keldon Johnson's a star, I'd say, but he's not a superstar. Maybe never will be, but we'll see. He's not a bad player by any means. I think he's a pretty good player. In our next game, we have the Raptors taking on the Jazz. I'm going to take the Jazz here at home. I think they just have the better shooters. I think they have the better defense. I think they have, more height than the Raptors. They'll be able to just impose their will, as you say, on the Raptors. The Raptors have been playing better, but I just don't think that they can go into Utah and beat Utah if all Utah's guys are playing like Lauri Markkanen. In our next game, we have the Hawks going to take on the Suns. I'm taking the Suns here. The Hawks have been in a drought. The Suns are back on the incline there with Chris Paul being back. Don't know when we'll see Devin Booker. I don't believe it'll be tonight. But I think the Suns do get a win here by Mikal Bridges and Chris Paul. And possibly John Drayton probably getting some good rebounds there too. In our next game, I will still predict it, even though it is postponed because Detroit is still in Dallas. When this game was going to happen, I was going to take the Wizards, and when it does happen, I'll take the Wizards when it's back on, the slate. But this game isn't happening. Like I said, it's been postponed because of travel issues with the Pistons still being in Dallas. But I move on. In our next game, we have the Magic doing a back-to-back set against 76ers. This time, I think the 76ers get it done. I think they're able to hold it out. I think it'll be a blowout. I think they'll be angry that they lost to the Magic, even though the Magic are no slouch. They really play up to their performance. Like when they're playing crappy teams, they just lose. When they play teams that are better than them, they come out and they compete and they win. And now we move on to possibly the game of the night and the last game of our predictions here for this video. We have the Nets taking on the Celtics in Celtics country in Boston. I'm taking the Celtics here. I think Kyrie will have a big game. I don't think it'll be enough to beat Boston. Boston just has too many weapons, way more weapons than the Nets have, but I believe it'll be a close game for a little bit, and then it'll start to, by like the end of the second, start of the third, it'll start to pull away. The Celtics will start to pull away from the Nets, but that's going to be a great game. Kyrie in Boston is always interesting, to say the least. But those are all my predictions for our Wednesday game slate. Everyone let me know your predictions down in the comments below. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And it's been your boy, King Kaif. I'm out. Peace.